What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back in the video on the channel. And today we got KFC. I had no idea this was a thing, but again, I thank you guys so much to the people who tag me in videos on my different socials, because I really don't pay good enough attention, I think. KFC dropped some nuggets. Now, they have sauce nuggets this time, so their original nuggets got a little makeover, and they brought back all the sauces I loved on the wings, and then tried to dupe me by putting them on their nuggets that I don't really like. Can you see my excitement? I'm just kidding. If they're good, they're going to be good. But they have 5 new sauces, and we'll show you all of them. One, we have the Nashville Hot. We have the Sticky Chicky, which is like a really weird name. That is sweet and sour sauce. We have the Honey Sriracha, which is self-explanatory. And then some Georgia Gold, which is like a honey mustard barbecue. I believe it's on there. It was on there. I didn't read it yet. And then Korean barbecue, which is a nice little thing. Sweet and savory, it says on there. Didn't look at the freaking... Also, they have these apple pie dippers, which I also got. $2.99 for a 4-pack of these. Let's just throw these right here. I'm trying to do this as I go. This way I don't waste time setting up the food too much. And I just got some sauces here. So that's what's on the agenda today. KFC with their new sauces on their nuggets. Drop a thumbs up, man. You guys already know the vibes. Let's try these out and let's get into this video. Let's start with this one because it is one of my favorite sauces that KFC ever put out. This is the Nashville Hot. I used to really love their wings with this, as well as their tenders. They brought it back, but on this nugget form. That means probably I could ask for it on a chicken sandwich, which is going to be a play for me, but I'm not the biggest fan of their nuggets, but I do love their Nashville Hot sauce. Look at this. Nice amount of sauce on here. I'm actually drooling. I miss the KFC Nashville Hot sauce so much. Let me get one more. I have to be honest. I really do have to be honest. This is going to be more of a thing of asking or confirming if the sauces are any good. Their nuggets for me are just not very good. They're way too salty every time I get them, and it overpowers a lot of the sauces. Their Nashville Hot sauce is legit. And I know if I put this on their tenders or on their chicken sandwich that I absolutely love this. And this is so bittersweet for me. They give a ton of the sauce in here. Like, look at this. So I'm happy with how they executed this. Let me shake this up one time, man. You know I don't like being negative for no reason, but let me get one more, even though I ate half the freaking thing because I'm so on the fence about these. I'm going to be honest with you, for one reason or another, sometimes fast food companies try to push certain things because they want people to like them. The nuggets is just in that category for me. Their niche, to me, is their chicken that is like actual chicken and not these like manufactured patties and stuff like this. I love this sauce, but I just don't care for the nuggets. I know if I put those on a tender, I would love them. So, if you have the sauce, just, again, suggestion, I know people from these companies watch these videos, just give people the option to put it on something else. Give people the option to do Nashville Hot on other things and their other sauces. You're pushing these nuggets so much, and they're not really that great. They're okay, but they're not great. The nuggets on their own, I'd give a 6 out of 10 to. On a fast food scale, which isn't great. But with this, I'm going to be honest, I'll give it a 7.5. I still like them, but man, I know this would knock it out of the park if I put this on a freaking chicken sandwich or something else. But I still want to see if these work on any of these, as far as what the sauces taste like, because some of them are new. So I'm going to go with this one, which is the Korean barbecue. Very interesting. Now, they did add a good amount of sauce. I could see them in the back doing it, but I'm just going to make sure that everything's coated and kind of shake these up a little more. I did see them shaking them, though, so I will give them that. Maybe the nuggets are easier to make. But they have the tenders done. I don't know. I'm still mad about it. The Korean barbecue definitely has a gochujang smell. I've eaten a lot of Korean fried chicken, so it does have that very gochujang type of smell to it, which is good. I'm gonna be honest with you. That sauce is good. Again, I do think the salt on the KFC nuggets overpower. I'm going to stop trying to say that because I'm trying to be more towards it. The sauce has a gochujang taste. It's not as spicy as the Korean barbecue. If you were to get like spicy hot, there's no spice. But the sweet part of it with a little bit, it's like if you took the kick out of gochujang. And I do like it. So, again, the nuggets, I'm going to give a 7 to. I like them. The sauce, I would give an 8.5. Just for example, on fast food scale, the Nashville Hot, I would give a 9.5. I love their Nashville Hot. It's one of my favorite things at KFC. Also, I have some Polar lemon seltzer that I'm drinking in between. Again, salt. Shake this up. Should have shaken them up beforehand, but just trying to be fair. Sticky Chicky. Sticky Chicky, which is a sweet and sour. They also do have it for sale. This is the only one of the sauces that comes like you can buy it in a packet for whatever reason on the app. So let's try their sweet and sour. I can even try this by itself, which is even better. Let me try this just to see. They should do this for all of these. There's got to be a way you can do this. I'll be honest with you, a little more sour than sweet, but it's different. Not my favorite one of them. Like I said, they turned up the sour a little bit more. It's more comparable to like Wendy's sweet and sour sauce than say like a McDonald's, but I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite. That one, I would give a 5 out of 10 for the nuggets, and then the kicker, the escalator of the 6 out of 10 for the sauce. Then we have some honey sriracha, which again, self-explanatory, this one. Sweet heat. So if you say sweet heat, you already know who I'm comparing it to. You are KFC. Popeyes make sweet heat. Let's see what we got. Again, the smells reminds me of Popeye sweet heat. It's missing something. It's missing something. I'm gonna get just the sauce here. It almost like a milder version of Popeye sweet heat. Popeyes did it better. There's just not enough heat to the sweet. It just tastes like more, it's not balanced. Popeyes, if I was saying it's a little more on the hotter side of sweet, this one's more on the sweeter side of hot. But the taste and everything else about it is very, very similar. This one is probably like 3rd out of the 4th I've had. These two, I think, are worth the price of admission. The Korean barbecue and the Nashville Hot. Sweet heat, only because I have a direct comparison in the fast food game. Popeyes is slightly better. Actually, it's much better. But sauce scale, 7. Nugget scale, I'll give it a 6. We're going to move to this last one. Is Georgia Gold. I used to get the Georgia Gold. This is another sauce that they brought back. I used to get this on their chicken little sandwiches. It was one of those that I kind of liked, but it's been a while since I had it. So, Georgia... Dang. These ladies are crazy. The Georgia Gold, which is like a honey mustard barbecue. So it's got like a honey mustard kind of vibe to it as well. You can really smell it. I used to like these on the chicken littles. So let's see. I like that, man. You're going to give me a weird... what this tastes like to me. Weird thing. I don't know how many people have had Snyder's Pretzels. Snyder's Pretzels is a company, they make bags of pretzels they sell, but they have ones that are called bites or pieces. Now the pieces are like broken pretzel pieces that they put sauces on. I used to eat them all the time. And the sauce that I liked the most was one called, I'm trying to break this thing, was called honey mustard and onion. And I really like the honey mustard and onion ones. I used to eat them all the time. It reminds me of that. That honey mustard flavor is very, very similar. This would go so well on a chicken sandwich. Yeah. That one bangs. And the funny part is, that honey mustard flavor, it almost masks these salty nuggets. Nuggets are too salty for me. but it almost masks it. Those are by far my favorite nuggets. Those are the only nuggets I would order. At least I found one. I'm a little happier now. Because $5.99 for a 10-piece, again, comparably, there's just better nuggets for that price range. But this is the one. This is the one, man. That works. It's different, too. Yeah, nice job. Nice job. This is just under Nashville hot for me. But on the nuggets, it works better. This is going to be a weird one. For the sauce, I would give this a 9.3. But for the nugget, I would give these a 9. Like, it works really well with these nuggets, man. And I just keep thinking, with all of these, the Nashville hot and the Korean barbecue, if they put that sauce on a chicken sandwich, a tender, or even their fried chicken, it would go crazy. This just doesn't taste like the 11 to me. The nugget is not the same. But would I eat these? No. But the next time I go to KFC, I'm going to ask them if they can just give me the sauce so I can put it on a chicken sandwich. I know it's going to go crazy. KFC, if you're watching, please just, I know I'm not an expert, but just listen. Conversation, man. This one's funny for me. I know these conversations seem random, but it's literally just stuff that it comes across my phone screen or my YouTube screen or whatever throughout the day. And yes, I'm cleaning up. It's a thing. A couple of days ago, I talked about how, like, this one's more for guys, but it also applies to women too, how you shouldn't really buy into a lot of these, like, podcast bro type of content, you know, the alpha male type of content. I'm not saying that you can't watch and glean information, because just to be perfectly honest, any kind of person with, you know, ability to comprehend things can glean information from anything. But to blindly be devoted to people that have this lifestyle, I'm going somewhere with this, I promise, is just not a bad idea, because you have to realize these people, for the most part, they're playing a character to make money off of you. It's just that's the way it is. So along those lines, I see on my socials, y'all notice I'm probably gonna touch these. There's a group of people in California that are charging people. I've seen two different prices, but it's between $18,000 and $25,000 for a 72-hour alpha male boot camp, where the pictures and videos I've seen, it looks similar to Navy SEAL and Marine Corps training, where they're yelling at you, they're belittling you, they're teaching you how to become a better male. Look at me. I'm getting in the camera for this. I don't look directly at the camera when I'm being serious. Those types of people, I'm going to curse. Those type of people do not give, I'm going to curse. Those types of people do not give a flying fuck about you. They don't care if you become a better man. And in fact, their business is heavily dictated on the fact that they would actually benefit off of you never becoming a better man. Because a better man wouldn't spend $25,000 going to an alpha male boot camp to learn how to become an alpha male. One, the term alpha male is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. It is something that most people that say it are usually being self-proclaimers. They are calling themselves alpha males. No true alpha male has to call himself an alpha male. It does not work that way. A lion in any part of the world, when they're a lion and they step into their domain, the lion does not announce he's a lion. Lions only roar when they have to roar. You get what I'm saying? Like, no one has to call themselves that. If you command respect, you just command that respect. You no longer have to just demand it. That's crap. But people who do these types of things where they sell you get rich quick schemes or alpha male, become better male, all that stuff, if you actually succeed, you stop paying. And their lifestyle is funded off of your insecurity. They make money off of making you feel insecure. And people who are very articulate and charismatic can do this to you. They can play off of your insecurities and say that if you don't own 7 properties and 14,000 different, stocks or 15 different women and 16 cars that are all worth $1 million, that you are now a bad male. You're not good. You're less than. You are a failure. It's not true. But a lot of men out here are very insecure. And I'm not talking about the way that women prescribe men as being insecure. I'm talking about they're insecure about, their masculinity. They're trying to prove to people that they're a man, which is ridiculous. I don't have to prove to you that I'm a man. Like, the fact that I have an XY chromosome makes me a man. But anyway, this sucks. Buffalo Ranch. I'm not asking you for any money for this advice I'm giving you. I'm not going to sell you a be a better guy camp. I would never do that. These men all come from sales. Salespeople know this. I worked in sales for years. I know I sold gym memberships and even personal training memberships. Do you know what the first thing you do when it comes to like those types of sales when you're selling a person on a lifestyle? Fitness is a lifestyle, so it works very hand in hand. We were taught this. I'm not joking with you. This is information that I actually got from going to consultants. Make the client, the potential client, feel insecure. How did you do that in fitness? You would make them step on the scale. You would show them the BMI chart, meaning if you don't weigh between this, you're overweight or you're obese. You would show it right to them in plain sight. Oh, you're 200 pounds? Well, it says here, if you're 6 foot as a male, you're supposed to be 150 pounds. So you're 50 pounds overweight, but we can get there. That's what we were taught to do. Then from there, we would take them out for a workout. We were taught in the workout to make them feel as out of shape as possible. This is the basic test that we're giving you, basic. We'll give them the basic test. We'll give them that basic test, and when they're sucking wind, that's a term, don't pause me. When they're sucking wind, it means you can't breathe, you're running out of breath. You say, oh wow, most people make it to about the 10th minute. You're only like 2 minutes in, right? But you get their heart rate up as soon as possible. Once that's done, while their heart rate is still up, you sit them down and say, here's the plan that we have for you. I've done this with thousands of people. This is what works. We start at this, but you probably need this, but you don't overprescribe them. This is all sales tactics where you act like you don't really need their money. They need you. This is what these people do, but they do it to men. I've got 7 girls. Do you see my lifestyle? There's so much of this that there's people that are actually trying to portray a lifestyle that they no longer live because they realize as a con artist that works. It's been proven time and time again that half these people that are doing this are broke. And the only reason that they make money is because you're the ones giving it to them, right? I made $50,000 today. You didn't make anything. You're a failure. Look at all these women I have. You don't have any women. You're a failure. You don't make 6 figures. You're a failure. You're short. You're a failure. Don't let these people play off your insecurities. Just don't. Someone who is actually a secure person understands how the world works. No matter what, there will always be an average. There will always be an average. Do you understand, just statistically speaking, that even in the most basic principles of statistics is the study of stats. This is crazy, but one of the most basic things that you learn is mean, median, and mode. No matter what, if there's a number of things, there will be a mean, an average. No matter what, there will be a median, a midpoint. If there are 10,000 people, you'll be able to draw a line right in the middle of that bell curve, and that's where the midpoint of that is. Bell curves always usually work that way because the average is always going to be an average. There will always be a number or a type that occurs more frequently than others. That's an average, or a mode in that sense. I'm sorry. That's all it is. There will have to be. Meaning that if everybody made $100,000, that would now be considered poor. Do you understand what I'm saying? If everybody was a millionaire, the people who made $500K would be considered poor by those standards. No matter what, there will always be people like this. And the term alpha is the top of the food chain. There can't be everybody on the top of the food chain. And they're trying to teach people to do that, knowing you can't do that. You can't. It's impossible. If everybody was a lion, there'd be an alpha lion. If everybody was an alpha lion, there'd be another term for alpha. Doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? So don't let people telling you that because you are average, you are not a good man or a secure man. A secure man is self-aware. Self-aware people know what they are and they know what they're not. And being average is not a bad thing. It means you're a person. Being below average isn't something that you should be able to. And being average isn't something that you should settle for. But to make you feel like now being average is less than is the issue that I have. If you're okay with being just a normal person, that's okay. It's fine. There's only a limited number of Bugattis in the world. We all can't get one. It just doesn't work that way. Even if we all had the money, we couldn't get one. Because they're not going to manufacture more. Because that would devalue the product. Do you understand what I'm saying? Those people running this boot camp, and I'm done ranting, but it just drives me nuts. Because as a man, I'm sick and tired of other men trying to shit on other men to make themselves feel better. It is what men have become. We have become, as a whole, not all of us, but a lot of us are crabs. What I mean by a crab, they talk about the crabs in a bucket theory when you try to pull the crab back down, to bring him back down to your level, to make you feel good about yourself. Anytime people get ahead in this world, other people will try to start shitting on them. And even worse, the people who succeed, not all, but some, will begin kicking the ladders that they climb down once they get to a certain level. because they make their money off of you. So don't fall for it. I'm not trying to sell y'all nothing. Do I consider myself a success? Are there people more successful than me? Absolutely. I'm fucking happy. You understand? Every scale, if you look at me and you go, oh, he's successful. According to other people, I'm not. And according to those other people, there are other people that says that they're not. That's just how it works. I don't think I'm better or worse than anybody, because what actually matters is your character. If you are a self-sustaining man, you are a man. Do you understand what I say when I say that? As a man, you should be able to, at the core part of you, be able to take care of yourself. As an adult, or as an adult, if I'm talking with a cool accent, you should be able to take care of yourself. Once you can do that, then. But as a baseline, that's what you should be able to do. Once you get to a certain point, then yeah, you want to have a family, you should be able to take care of your family and all that. But as an adult, at the very least, if you are self-sufficient, if you don't have mom wiping your ass or somebody else paying your bills, you're a man. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. I don't care if you have a six-pack. I don't care if you're 200 pounds and you have muscles. I don't care. If other people want to try to attack your manhood by telling you you're not a man, you do what I did and you paint your middle finger black and give them the middle finger, because they can't judge you. Those people are letting their insecurities fuel you, and that's why they do it. They want to feel better about themselves. That's why they attack you. Just understand that. I know there's a lot of dudes out here that don't like to talk about mental health. I understand that other dudes will try to doo-doo on you. Pause. But you understand what I'm saying. And don't let that fuel you. Don't let that be the reason why you want to succeed. Succeed for you. And don't let other people tell you otherwise. I'm sure most of y'all have seen the comments that I get on a daily basis. I genuinely, I don't care, bro. Like, you have to just live your life and just count your blessings. If other people don't know you, want to tell you you're less than because you don't have the high job or you know, some instant thought or whatever, like, don't listen to them, bro. Just do you, live your life, try to be the best version of you that you can possibly can. And if you need help with that, talk to people that aren't going to charge you for it. Alpha male camp. I'll beat the shit out of them. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting mad. Don't let them do it. But I love y'all, man. I say this because I care. Other people don't care. I do care. Real talk. Nugget sauces, some of them decent. That's all that matters. I love y'all. We back tomorrow. More content, man. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.